The 2026 Legacy of a Dream Award is presented to Kaushara Thomas, Executive Director of Joseph's House, a DC nonprofit that serves HIV, AIDS, and terminally ill cancer patients experiencing homelessness.
Being at Joseph's House, I can hear the laughter in my office. I can hear the jokes, the doorbell ringing. I can smell the food throughout the day.
We provide breakfast every morning. What I see in the morning is people who have come to Joseph's House to heal. Part of healing is having something that you can expect and count on, like breakfast.
I originally started coming to Joseph House as a hospice nurse. I saw patients out in the community, and this was one of the places that I was assigned to see patients for end-of-life care.
It's not your typical hospital role, I'll tell you that. It's more of what we call community nursing. You know, some people come, they are purely homeless. Maybe they were sleeping under a bridge somewhere for the last 4 or 5 years, and they haven't been to the doctor in that long time. We connect them to that care here in the city.
We're talking about a marginalized community who may not know how to advocate for themselves. And you have to be able to meet people where they are.
I was homeless at the time. I wasn't mentally in a great state. I was neglecting my medical needs, but I knew that I needed some help. I basically lost a lot of hope.
Joseph's House plays a really important role when oftentimes people aren't sick enough to stay in the hospital, but they're not well enough to go back to whatever their life was. And oftentimes for the people that come here, they were unhoused.
People here love me in spite of everything. They care about you, you know, genuinely care. You don't find people like that.
There are always going to be people who need that interlude of help, who feel like they can come here and be cared for, and that they feel like they're coming home.
I knew that if I wouldn't have came here, I probably wouldn't be here today. I probably would have died.
In 2019, the previous director came to me and she says, would I be willing to be the executive director? And I said no. And she asked me a couple more times and I said no.
And for Kaushara, she had never been in that role before, so I think there was a lot of unknowns for her.
There was a really large budget deficit because funding had fell through with government funding.
And there was a moment where we thought, are we going to be able to stay in business? Because it was, how are we going to replace this funding?
So I was talking to my dad and he was like, I'm really surprised that you said no. And I asked him, well, why? And he was like, because you love Joseph's House. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But it takes more than love to be the executive director. You know, so I thought about it and I was like, you know what, Kaushara, give it a try.
She just jumped in and she was eager to learn about what she needed to know to be the best executive director that she could be.
I really saw her as the captain of the ship and she steered us out of high waters.
So there was a lot that I didn't know, but I learned along the way. You know, that's how you show up. I wanted to be part of people's lives and not just at end of life, but to be able to support them on their life journey.
She's built bridges out into the community, and because of the work that she's helped foster here and nurture, people know they're going to be well taken care of here at Joseph's House.
What's really important for me is getting to know who I'm serving. And by that, I feel like it also helps me have that voice for them. And also it helps me know who should I bring to the table.
That's something I want in a government partner, is someone who's not just going to provide services, but look ahead and tell me what services and programs and events and things need to happen in the future.
And I think before, it was just this quiet, kept secret, the house on the corner on Lanier Place that a lot of people didn't know about. She can go out and be that voice and that face for Joseph's House and let people know that this is a resource in the city.
I think it's really important. I don't make a decision without gathering the perspective of the people who it's affecting.
And for me, Kaushara redefined what being a leader means. There's no ego associated with why she does what she does.
She's a worker among workers. She's not shy to do whatever needs to be done.
She makes time for everyone. She just genuinely values everyone, and she values me as a person.
It's important because when you come here and spend any amount of time, it changes you.
So once you're a resident and you're a part of this community, you remain part of this community.
I come here to die, you come here to live. Your bounce back is gonna be on fire.
That is the best thing about working here at Joseph's House, is seeing that person healthier than they were when they came before.
Seeing people get better is an extraordinary thing.
It is a haven for people who are on their way to something better.
I was a person that was used to holding my head up. I lift my head back up today.
There's just so much love that you get in this house. It's a place where people come and they feel like they belong, you know, a place where you feel safe, a place where you can receive unconditional love and still be able to live your life journey, if it's working towards independence or towards end of life. You're not doing it alone. Even though I am the one that is receiving the award, my whole community is receiving this award.